Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, this matter has been one very close to your heart. You've left your home, making sure that your voices are heard and representing not only yourself, but several other artists in the industry. And now your sit-in has been dealt a major blow. Talk to us about what exactly is happening.
Can I just put context to the major blow that you're talking about? There's no major blow. In terms of the court interdict, we didn't come here by court interdict. We came here because we're looking for the truth. And when we're looking for the truth, we could have applied to PAIA, which is an act of the South African legislative system. We didn't do that. We just came here as individual artists looking for information. We were not seeking legal redress. What we were looking for was transparency. And how they responded was not in good faith, because they basically tried to shut us down. They threatened us, and a lot has happened. But we stayed true, and we said, all we want are answers. And this is not a major blow to us that the interdict was granted. And for me, it's a very simple premise. So you have criminals that the minister, who's the oversight boss, said there is evidence of maladministration and misappropriation of funds. And these are people who do not respect the laws of the country, and they're using the same justice system to fight against us, law-abiding citizens. And how is that a blow to us? Because then when the interdict is granted, my question is, how do you deal with criminals who do not respect the law when an interdict is granted? You say, I don't recognize the interdict because they don't recognize the laws of the country. It's just that simple. So how are they going to enforce the interdict if they don't recognize the laws? And they have come out publicly to say, every time we say they've threatened us with forceful removals, how are they going to enforce the interdict without forceful removal?
So what does this essentially mean? Are you saying that you're not budging, you're not leaving, or are you going to abide by this court order?
I'm not going to abide by the court order, and neither are any of the artists in the building going to abide by the court order, because these are the people who have breached their own contracts. They have not honored their own letters of agreement. They have not done anything by the book. So why must we then abide by any court interdict when they are concerned, because they don't respect the law? So they said, when we say they've threatened us with force, what are they going to do to us to make sure that this interdict is enforced? We're not leaving. We're staying right where we are. And how are they going to enforce the interdict without proving us right when we said they threatened us with violence?
Now, on Wednesday, I know that you spoke to the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee for Sports, Arts and Culture, and you recommended that a forensic audit be handled by an independent auditor. What was the response to that?
Okay, so our first request was 8 questions. Provide 8 lists from the 8 questions, and they haven't been able to provide that. So 2 days ago, all we asked for were 3 things. Provide the list of who has been paid, how much they've been paid, and for which project. 2, pay out everybody. Pay out all the money, the 300 million. over 72 hours. 3, submit yourself to an external audit. And to every single one of the 3 requests, they said no. No. It was not even, let's have a mediator. It was just provide the list, pay out the money, and submit yourself to an external audit. Not your own auditors that are going to give you a clean audit, but a mediator that can then say it's an independent audit. And they said no to every single one. And they said they would rather go for the interdict that would then allow them to forcefully remove us from the premises. And it was granted at 12:30 yesterday. And we're still here. We're still at the NAC, and we are not budging because we didn't come here for court orders or interdicts. We came here for transparency, truth, and justice.
Now, let's just go back a little bit. I know that when I came to your offices, you were concerned about the lists and who qualified, and you spoke about how, some allegations of the people who may have qualified, some had nothing to do with the operations and work within the arts industry. Tell us more about your concerns with that list and the importance of seeing it.
You know what I love about what you just said now? Everybody now starts saying, you came to our offices, and I agree with that. It is our offices. When you start saying National Arts Council, take away the council. It's National Arts. National Arts. It's our offices. So when they refuse to engage us meaningfully, and they refuse to respond to us transparently, it says something about their own work ethic. And when they flout their own laws, because the National Arts Council Act says that a council member cannot benefit from any funds during their term of office. And 5 of the National Arts councillors are beneficiaries, and they have now decided to do things differently. The question then becomes, why would they make that decision? Are they abusing their power? Are they abusing state apparatus? Are they becoming apparatchiks? So what I'm going to say in response to your question is, right now, we are looking at people who are trying to cover their tracks. The question is, what has happened? What has gone wrong? What is it that is so bad that nobody wants anybody to find out?
We're going to have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your time. Protest leaders